it's just, it's just the way Radiohead. It's in their playbook.
Yeah.
They're so damn original, and um, and Tom Muir's voice is just it just carries every freaking song. It doesn't mean, I'm not dissing anything else. I just praised everything else in the song. But, when you have his voice, man, and it just took it to the heavens again.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Into the Music. My name is Greg, and that guy over there is my best buddy, Chris. Hey,
Hey,
Chris.
hey,
Chris, you got something for me tonight?
I do. Um, I have one of my favorite songs. I don't know how you'll feel about it, of course. It's one of our perennial favorites, Radiohead, with a song called Pyramid Song. I'm not telling you anything else about it.
All right. I
I don't know. I'm
don't.
hoping you didn't hear it, but who knows? It's a
Yeah, yeah.
real toss up with
It's not a
Radiohead.
joke, folks. I really, I just, and again, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the name of the song. So let me go off and let me check it out. I hope I don't know it. Radiohead is amazing. Everyone has seen the videos already. Um, just fantastic. So I'm excited. Let me go off and then I'll come back.
Sounds good.
All right. I know the song. I know it. So it's kind of funny, like Chris and I, the way we joke around about how much I suck at song names, but it really is the truth. Um, I know the song. I I should have asked him if it was from the Amnesiac album because uh, I know the album and I know the song. It's been a long time though since I last heard this, so it will be a rediscovery of some sort. But just full disclosure, I know this song. So, but it's beautiful, and those piano chords, opening chords, are just gorgeous. So let me just go. Let me start over, and here we go. Mm.
Jumped in the river, what did I see? Black-eyed angels swam with me.
I jumped in the river. What did I see? Black-eyed angels swam with me. Oh man, that's.
A moon full of stars and astral and all the figures I used to see. All my lovers were there with me. All my past and future. Oh, we all went to heaven in a little rowboat. There was nothing to fear, nothing to die.
this artwork that's related to the song, the album, or I don't recall. I think this is just the person who made this video. The images are pretty cool. Um, there's a better word for cool. Very interesting, dramatic. Goes with the song. But let me pull it back a little bit. That drumming that just kind of came in, that that light deft touch there. Ah, that's so good. Yeah. Little jazz sound to the drums.
Jumps into the river like an angel swam with me. Moon through stars and astral all the figures I used to see. All my lovers were there with me. All my past and future. We all went sailing in a little rowboat. There was nothing to fear, nothing to doubt. There was nothing to fear, nothing to doubt. There was nothing to fear, nothing to doubt.
Sorry. Playing again. That was beautiful. That was just gorgeous.
All
So,
right.
what
Okay.
what do you think?
Look at the
Oh,
face.
you didn't like it.
Well, the face could mean that I didn't like it, or the face could also mean that
You're very inscrutable. I don't know what you.
I also knew the song.
Oh,
Yeah.
how
Like
long has it been since you heard it?
um, it's been a couple years,
Okay,
and
okay,
yeah, and I had heard it several times, whatever, from like
okay.
I think it's off the yeah. In fact, it even flashed on the screen, Amnesiac, and I had that album on my iPod.
That's funny that you forgot that you had heard a song on Amnesia. It's all working out so well now. Look at that.
If anyone thinks that we script these things, you know, we
that, that
don't.
was just
My face is turning red. That was really good.
that was just a lucky thing, you know.
I usually make those connections. You are very good, Chris. Very good.
Okay, so you heard it, but you
Just
know, it's one to
disrupting my
me.
camera.
It's one of those songs that, and I'll let you talk about it in a second.
Sure. Yeah.
It's one of those songs that I'm just glad. So many people seem to like this song that I'm glad we're doing it anyway, even though you've heard it before.
I had to make a call, right? I could have just I could have went, abort, abort, whoop, 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 and just shut the damn thing, and just nobody was seeing it. We
Is
wouldn't
that what
be doing this
happens?
thing.
Like you have the sirens and stuff in your listening room? Is
I
that?
do. I have it all rigged up,
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
the family's like, what the hell's going on?
You know
Oh,
the song. You know the song.
oh, Dad heard the song before. Okay. So tell me, I know you've heard it before, but
But so I
what's your
went
real
with it.
impression of this song?
Oh my God. So yeah, I mean, I went with it because it's a wonderful song. It's been a couple of years since I last heard it. Um, and which will tell you, how much I listen to my iPod. But it it's just a gorgeous song. It's one of their most beautiful songs, and they've got a lot of them.
Yeah.
What's really cool, I wrote some notes down. What's really great about this song, right? But you can say the same for a lot of the songs where
Mhm.
it's they build their songs off of like, it sounds simple, but it's it
Yeah,
sounds simple kind of chord progression kind of thing they do on the piano.
uh-huh.
It's usually on the piano, and then they build around it, it could be on the guitar, but this one was the piano, and it was just, and they repeated it and repeated it and repeated it. And as went along, throwing in some strings, subtle, and then it comes in, and then, in waves, and then as the song's going on, it turns from like strings to like, this full orchestral kind of sound that's just where you're swimming in it, and
Right.
it's gorgeous, and then along the way, his vocals are just amazing. Um, I don't know if on the video, the images that I saw, and you probably haven't seen the
I
video,
haven't watched.
because you sent me the link, but right, we're not really checking the whole thing. I mean, we're checking maybe, right? You're checking a few things, but yeah, I mean, there's images on that video that kind of connected to, it's a very somber, sad sounding song, although he's talking about like we was talking about like I guess we're gonna swim or something, or go up to heaven. All of us were like that, and basically we'll be okay. So
Yeah.
that's not too horrible, but it does sound very dark and very sad. And so some of the images. So whoever put that video together,
Mhm.
did a really good job.
Well,
But and that helped with just as I mean I didn't need that, but
right.
it was just kind of a nice match, and that was interesting. But so the whole experience in reacting to the song, it was just everything.
Mhm.
But his voice was amazing. I loved the drumming. So there was all of a sudden, like in the middle, the drummer, we had mentioned his name in one of the last Radiohead songs. I forget it. I think it's Phil. His name is Phil, and he comes in like with
Selway,
this.
Phil Selway, I
Yeah,
believe.
Phil
Yeah.
Selway, and he comes in with this sort of light, sort of jazz type of like tapping and stuff like that, and maybe like using the thrush. And then he goes into this jazz sound with his drums, while again, the whole orchestral thing is just building around it. Just gorgeous. And it's just, it's just the way Radiohead, it's in their playbook.
Yeah.
They're so damn original. And um and Tom York's voice is just it just carries every freaking song. It doesn't mean, I'm not dissing anything else. I just praised everything else in the song. But, when you have his voice, man, and it just took it to the heavens again.
Yeah.
Gorgeous song. That's why when I'm like, oh, I know this, but I'm like, I'm not wasting this opportunity. This is a great song,
Yeah.
and we talked about it too, right? Even songs that we've heard over and over and over and over, if the
Yeah.
song is that great and we love the song that much, when you listen to it again that 9,000th time, you might pick out a certain sound. Like,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
really paying
especially
attention.
I
Yeah.
think especially with this song, I think every time I hear it, I pick out something different. Now, I just want to say
Yeah.
what's the genesis of this song
Okay,
was
cool.
Tom York had visited. I'm reading off my notes here. An exhibition, an exhibit of Egyptian art, and that inspired him. So
The
pyramid.
pyramid song.
And basically, from what I understand, it's about people being ferried across the river of death. Now, I don't know what the name of that
Mm,
river is in Egyptian mythology, um,
wow.
but so one of the things that struck me about this song, though, was the timing, the time signature. and I'm not sure. I haven't
Yeah.
like dissected it yet or looked up the time signature, but it's odd. You hear when you hear the piano, it sounds like almost like there's there's a beat missing or something, or you know what I mean? It's odd. It's an odd timing, and I'm not sure what that is. But they're a band that likes to experiment with time signatures, and I just think it's great the way it just makes it more interesting how everything is woven together because they're experimenting with all different elements of music. The instrumentation, they used an instrument on this one called a martineau. I had to look up the pronunciation for that because I'm terrible with French. It's like a theremin, you know, the theremin that they use for in sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
It's in the Star Trek theme from the original show, and this was a precursor to that instrument. And so they use that. So they like to experiment with different kinds of instrumentation too. So that's what I mean when I say they use so many different elements. They use the timing, they use
Yeah.
the instrumentation. They're experimental with lyrics, tone. They do these soundscapes where just you hear things sometimes even briefly in their songs,
Yeah.
and it just gives it this rich texture all around. And
So
I just love this song. I think this is definitely one of their best.
do you have Genius lyrics pulled up?
Um, no,
I mean, you can do
no,
it
I don't.
now or you can do it later, but if you do it now, because while you were
Yeah, let me
talking and
see.
listening,
Let me
I
see.
also pulled up, and it's really interesting. You're talking about this. This is fantastic because someone wrote a note here. I mean, not a note. They kind of go into it, but they talk about that unusual rhythm, saying the song has a remarkably unusual rhythm. It's even a
Mhm.
point of debate among fans. One theory about it is that the song's time is geometrically derived from the length of its notes, as illustrated below, and then actually pyramid song rhythm, and it's really interesting. Um, the the pattern, and
Mhm.
are you looking at what I'm looking at?
I don't know if I am, but I do see something about the time signature.
Yeah, it's really cool. So when you get a
Oh,
chance,
check
check
this
out
out.
the gin. Yeah.
Someone wrote, I've heard that the title Pyramid Song may also refer to the pyramid-like structure of the time signature 5/4, 4/4, 4/4, and 3/4, which is, the
Yeah,
five quarter notes, four quarter notes, three quarter notes. So that's
that's
interesting. I'd
it's
like to pay attention to that, the time signature when I listen again.
it's
That makes a big
fascinating,
difference. It
actually.
changes the
Yeah,
whole feel of the song.
it really does. I would love to do a real deep.
Not too many bands do that, especially 5/4 timing. You don't see that too often.
You and I have to do a real deep dive into the band. These guys. Like really get into their backgrounds because it's very jazz-like to me. I'm not saying this song. I mean, I said to you that the drumming sound had
Mm,
that jazz feel.
right.
But jazz players. They're all into different timings and stuff. The Dave Brubeck. When you think about that
That's
song,
funny you
Take
mentioned
Five,
Dave.
Take
That's
Five.
funny.
That's a
That's
whole
funny
that
you
whole
mentioned
timing thing.
that
Yeah.
because that song is one of the most known songs to have 5/4 timing.
Yes. Yes. Same on my stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. That's. But yeah,
And I
and
think that's why it's called Take Five.
yeah. Yeah. And so to me, these, Radiohead to me screams out that these guys like were educated in jazz taught playing. Um, and because they
Not
definitely,
for as far as I know, not formally.
um, yeah, but maybe they just, as they went along,
Yeah, I mean that's yeah.
lovers of
The
that sound and
percussion,
they
they
just
just have the ear
incorporate it.
for it, and
Yeah. They have an ear for it and they learn
learn
it.
it
Yeah.
all the time.
And that's how good they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these lyrics, while I'm just in genius, I jumped into the river, black-eyed angels swam with me, a moon full of stars and astral cars, and all the figures I used to see, all my lovers were there with me. And then that line where I was talking about when I picked up about them going to heaven, all
Yeah.
my past and futures. I love that, just that all my past and futures. and we all went to heaven in a little rowboat. I mean, that is just really cool.
I think he's talking about all my past and future lovers, though.
Oh yeah, you being serious? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I never know. Yeah.
No, I'm being serious.
That's really interesting. Yeah, fascinating.
Yeah, so they're big on the imagery and so on,
Absolutely,
and
great imagery.
I really like the lyrics on this song.
Yeah,
I don't need to know exactly what it means, as I say pretty much all the time.
So you slipped this one by me, but I'm glad I hung in there, and we're talking about it. This is a treat for Radiohead fans. I'm sure if I'm a Radiohead fan.
I didn't mention I think we did get a couple of requests for this song.
Did we really? Okay.
Yeah, I think we did. Well,
Again,
it makes sense. So sorry we didn't mention that in the.
We're getting so many comments, I just can't keep up anymore.
No. Yeah. But thank you for the request.
Yeah, thank you.
Requested it, and we were going to do the song anyway. But thank you for the request and showing the interest in the channel.
Yeah,
really appreciate that.
On that note,
the good note.
On that wonderful note, I think I'm going to take us out. Can I do that?
Sure.
Thank you. So, if you like this video, and I really hope you really like the video and the song and all like that, and what we did, please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and join this family, this growing channel. It's great. And Chris, this was fun. And I'll see you next time. And I will see everyone next time on the next episode of Into the Music.
See y'all.